But they had the Fortnite event.
The Fortnite event, yes.
For Star Wars, they had the whole month of May was like a small season all around Star Wars.
I mean, like it or not, Fortnite is important to Star Wars, right? Like, they had Emperor Palpatine say his speech on Fortnite, on that platform.
They did.
For
whatever
Episode
reason.
9.
For whatever reason it was.
For whatever reason.
But no, the Mandalorian skin was one of my favorites because you could customize it to look how you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
They took it down like a few days before we played, but then they brought it back up like last Saturday for the final day. And I was like, dang it, I wish I could have gotten it for you guys, but no, we got to play a little bit. You got to see a few things. One of my favorite things they added for like the final week was the Star Destroyer, which we did get to do.
That was devastating, as it should be.
Yeah. Just the bombardment,
Yeah.
and you could destroy anything you wanted to, and I thought that was really cool. They had a lot of different lightsabers and stuff too, but one of the other new things they added, they almost always have like boss battles and stuff where you can land and you fight like an NPC, and sometimes they'll join your team, sometimes you can just get their weapons, medallions, like different perks and stuff. And one of them this time was Darth Vader.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And I was wondering, like, if you had any thoughts on like the Darth Vader AI, and then I also had a clip that I was going to have Gonk show as well.
Sure. Well, I mean, look, the Darth Vader AI is the thing that was utilized in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, right? Like, James Earl Jones obviously didn't voice Vader there, and they used that AI model, and it sounded just like it. And I got to admit, like, there are some baller lines that he says in that, that, like, the weakness still remains, like, it's so good.
Yeah.
So it kind of, for me at the very least, that kind of got over the hump of, like, the weirdness that AI voices can sometimes make. Sure. And to be fair, I'm not kind of going into the ethics of AI, just, like, how much did it convince me. So I think because I got convinced during the Obi-Wan thing, like, seeing it in Fortnite here, I just kind of, like, accepted. I'm like, yep, that's what that is.
Sure.
You know?
And I get the ethics idea. Like, I wouldn't want to just, like, here's a new character and it sounds like a James Earl Jones voice.
Yeah.
I think I might be more biased on the idea of, like, this voice is James Earl Jones, and it's been James Earl Jones, So, like, to have more Vader, I like it being James.
Yeah.
But if you just brought in, say it's not even Star Wars, Say it was, they just announced Spaceballs. Say they were going to bring in that. I wouldn't want, we're going to use his voice randomly as a character in that,
Yeah.
It's kind of the same way I felt about the talk of a new movie with, James Dean? And they were going to put him in that movie, and I was like, oh, is it like a sequel for something he was in before? It's like, no, it's just a new movie, and they wanted it to be James Dean. And I'm like, well, that seems weird.
Yeah.
Like, if it was like,
I agree.
Someone if you're wanting him to take the role again, like when we had to do digital makeup for Tarkin in Rogue One, I'm like, oh, it's so cool to see Tarkin there,
Yeah.
Like I like using that. But if you're like, oh, well, I want that Peter Cushing, I want that actor to be someone else in another movie, I'm like, well, just have someone else be that character.
I agree.
And that's kind of where I am with some of those things. So having Vader in the game and being able to like talk to him and stuff, I thought was pretty fun and a neat thing to have.
I didn't realize, like, when you were like, Eric, say something to Vader, and I was like, hey, Vader, are you the Sithari? Like, I didn't realize that. Like, oh no, he actually responds. I thought when I first did it, I was like, yeah, what's his pre-scripted thing gonna be here? I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
But he was like, I do not consider old legends. I'm like, holy crap!
Huh.
Not only is it an old legend in Legends continuity, but it's Legends continuity. I don't know if the AI thought that deeply, but I certainly did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how deeply it talked or thought about things.
Yeah.
I played and we talked to Vader a lot during the subathon. And I actually have a clip from during the subathon that I wanted Gonk to open up, and we were going to watch it. I was going to show you the end of the Fortnite event as well.
Okay.
So you could kind of see what happened in that.
I'd like to see that.
So I want to talk a little bit about what the actual event was like.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see what this is.
So this was me. I have some buddies of mine, Juan and Landis, that I've been playing games with for years.
Yep.
And then we were also playing with viewers. And at some points, people were like, go get Vader. So we were trying to get Vader and trying to talk to him as we were playing the game. And my friend Landis was wanting to ask him a question.
Okay.
Hey, Vader, what do you think of Blind Wave?
Blind Wave, Mandalorian Warrior 1, a collective that dissects moving images for the masses.
That's right.
Does their dissection
Right.
reveal any weakness in the Force? Or are they merely skilled at observation?
Yeah, I think the bald one named Aaron.
Oh, that's 100% Rob.
Mandalorian Warrior Misguided, yes. And yet, all beings possess the potential for enlightenment. Mandalorian Warrior 1. Which path will you choose?
That's amazing. I like that he described a reaction video, but not in any vernacular that betrays him being from the galaxy far, far away.
No, they dissect moving pictures
Moving
for the
pictures.
masses.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh,
That's
that
pretty good.
in a weird way that I wasn't thinking about it was really funny. I thought it was a neat thing to have in there. So, but yeah, I just thought that was a funny moment whenever we were playing and messing around with Vader. Like you could ask him all kinds of stuff. It was just a fun little extra bonus in there.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Huh. That's awesome.
But yeah, I was like, oh man, I need to tell Eric about
Yeah.
they asked about Blind Wave and here's what he said. And then I tried to do it when we were playing and he didn't play along the same way. And I was like,
wasn't
dang
doing
it,
it like
maybe
that.
we didn't ask him the right question
Maybe
or
not.
didn't say it the right way. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, I kind of want to go and see what other people got him to say.
yeah, I know, right? I heard there's some cool different things that he would say or people were asking him. And I had chat like, guys, what should we ask Vader while we're doing this? And
Sure.
they gave me a list of things. So we asked him some different stuff during stream. So that was fun.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
And AI is always one of those things where you have to say like, and I have a nuanced approach to this, but James Earl Jones did lend his voice to that. Like the model was trained on him and he gave permission. I think also his estate gets residuals or not. I'm not really sure about that. I'll have to check that, but it would be weird, like you said, like for James Dean to do that in a way.
Yeah.
But I don't know why there's something like comforting about hearing his voice like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I certainly have enjoyed other voice actors being Vader. I mean, who was the guy that played him for Force Unleashed? Like, I thought he did a fantastic job.
I don't know who it was because Sam was Palpatine, right?
One of the guys
Was that right?
Yeah, Sam was Palpatine. There used to be a YouTube series called Chad Vader, and I think that guy
Chad Vader?
got hired by LucasArts to play Vader because his Chad Vader voice was so good. Matt Sloan, is that what it is? Okay, gotcha. That actually does sound kind of familiar, Matt Sloan.
Let's see. Darth Vader was Matt Sloan, who... Yeah, it looks like Chad Vader, Day
Vader.
Shift Manager. And
Oh, yeah.
then a lot of other just like maybe YouTube things or
Yeah.
something too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can 100% every single time tell it's not James, where I didn't really feel that way with the AI model in Obi-Wan Kenobi. But those lines and that performance is still etched into my brain
Yeah. Sure.
with Force Unleashed. So I go either way, I guess, on it. But I understand that people have very strong opinions about it.
I think it's kind of similar. I mean, some of those things would be similar, I think, in the idea of like sub and dub of what people feel about for the voice
interesting.
themselves,
Yeah.
but not like what they feel about for what AI is going to be doing in the future and stuff too.
Sure.
I think that's a different. There's two different conversations, I think, in that sense. So
Sure.
the other thing I wanted to show, so there was a event at the end of the season. Usually whenever seasons end, they'll have some kind of event to kind of cap off the end and lead into whatever the next version of whatever Fortnite season's going to be, right?
Sure.
So this one, I'm going to show like kind of like the climax part.
Okay.
But the rest of it building up, like there was a TIE fighter and X-Wing like battle that you could do, and you were trying to, like, if you were TIE fighters, you were trying to push off the X-Wings. If you were the X-Wings, you were trying to destroy the Star Destroyer. And it was all to make way so that a group could land inside the Death Star, and you were trying to sabotage the Death Star because it was going to blow up the Fortnite island, right? Like the place that Fortnite exists in.
Yeah.
One of the cool things is that when you got to land in there, the people with you, you could choose two ways to try to sneak in. You could either dress like a stormtrooper, or you could be a prisoner and put on cuffs, and you could walk, right?
The Wookiee technique. Yeah, sure.
So you get in for a little bit. You get to a few spots. You get to disable some, like, tractor beam stuff. You have to go and disable some turbo lasers to make the Death Star trench run easier for the pilots outside who are trying to blow up the Death Star.
Yeah.
Like, you're just trying to make it easier for them. Otherwise, they aren't able to do it, right? And then, sadly, my audio cut out in this for some reason. I was recording it from home. I still don't know what exactly happened with it. So sadly, during the climax of it all, you're not able to hear any of my thoughts with it. But
Gotcha.
this is the gameplay for the last little bit of the event itself as it climaxed.
Gonk messed up your audio there.
I don't know. I don't want to blame Gonk. I'm sorry, Gonk. So we're all trapped.
It's so weird to see.
Who's that?
Well, I don't love that.
Oh.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
Is he here?
Let your death be the final word in the story of rebellion.
Oh, I love the red.
Like, blast him.
Oh, dude, he's blocking all of you. That's nuts.
Our guns.
Your feeble skills are no match for the power of the dark side.
This is awesome, dude.
It's a pretty neat moment.
Yeah. Oh, he's throwing ties at you.
Yeah.
You're all dressed up as stormtroopers.
Like,
You ever have a clip?
Oh,
you just wanna
no,
show if your
it's an
friends can't go
ad.
back in the game and they
Gosh,
replace
dang it.
contract?
Gonk.
Outplayed has one step, which
sorry, guys.
Premium.
No. Jones. No.
And he starts choking us all. So Jones is one of the characters from Fortnite.
I get it. Yeah.
Also, leading up to this point, we got separated from another character named Hope, and we weren't sure where she ended up.
It's getting lightning, you guys. Oh! Poor Storm.
Like, a guy just died in front of me.
Oh, perfect.
I'm out of ideas.
You have to crawl.
So Hope showed back up, right?
Yeah.
And they established earlier, like, don't throw the rift, like, as a grenade that makes a rift. Like, we don't know what it will do, so she throws it here.
Go back down. Okay.
How did you know that would work?
I didn't!
Hope.
Well, good work back there.
Blue Squadron.
Yeah, Blue Squadron was here.
Oh, cool. Ah, sweet.
We did it.
Great job, team.
It's a hell of a thing to see as you're falling.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. It's a hell of a thing to be falling with you.
That is not good.
You could arguably say it's just as bad.
Yeah, right? And like I said, usually what they'll do here is they'll be like, okay, this is the event to wrap up, to lead into what is going to be next. And I'll let you know Gonk when to end, because there's also another thing.
Powers or something?
Don't cut it yet, wait. And this
Superman.
is Superman.
Yeah. Awesome.
Which, so that's like the next.
That's the next one?
The next season is a lot more superhero-y too. So like
That makes
whenever I was
sense.
playing it and stuff too, I was like, oh dang,
Yeah.
that's Superman there.
Hey, look at that clip. Blue Squadron clip. Oh, okay. Awesome.
But no, yeah, the end of the event like leads you into this with the Emperor and
That's a pretty cool.
yeah, having
that's
a fun
pretty
little
awesome.
climactic
Yeah.
moment with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a fun moment. The
Were
kids
those
enjoyed
lines
it and
right
stuff
from
too.
I mean, the lines were in the movies, but are they lifted from the movie?
I feel like they must have been. I don't know. Because I don't think they don't have the AI and all that kind of stuff for those.
No,
It's
but it
not
was so-
being reread. I don't think.
It
I
was
don't
so
know.
clean. I don't
Sure.
know. I've heard those lines over and over again, but I don't know if I've heard them that clean before.
Maybe they had like the audio files that they were able to just pull. Or
I
something.
mean, they're working directly with Lucasfilm. I
Yeah,
guess.
right.
Yeah, sure. They can do
So,
that.
and they also, I think Disney and Epic had some kind of like partnership or purchasing or something that they did. I forget exactly what it was.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but no, it was a fun event. Usually they do it around every May. They at least bring back some kind of Star Wars stuff. This one was just like a full Star Wars season
Yeah.
all May long.
Okay, I was wondering like what I figured they do this to tie things in for promotional material, but yeah, this is Star Wars season.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was really cool to have that. So I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah, that
right.
was Fortnite. I don't know who all played or if you guys play Fortnite at all, but it was a fun season. The
Yeah.
Star Wars stuff's all gone. I enjoyed the weapons because they were all blaster weapons, and they didn't make you have to get ammo. You just had to cool them down and,
Yeah.
and then like make sure they didn't overheat. So that was
Yep.
cool. And then there was TIE fighters and X-wings you could fly around and shoot in the air and have dogfights, and that was fun too. So,
Gotcha.
but yeah, it was a fun time, and usually I play because of my kids for the most part. So.
I did see one comment that gave me a lot of joy, where someone's like, "Man, I want to have kids so that I can have a full a Fortnite squad."
Yeah, right. No, Mel and I remember joking about that back before, where it's like different games where it's 4 or 5 players. I'm like, oh man, got my own little team.
Yeah,
as long as I can get them to, as long as we have the same interest.
Yeah, no.
So
I mean, my dad's interest was farming.
Yeah, sure, right.
But we did not have the same interest. So that's awesome. Sweet.
So. But yeah, but no, that was my Fortnite things. I just wanted to bring up a few things, and then after the event, I was like, oh man, when you're there and you just, I'm like, oh no,
feeble skills are no match for the power of the dark side.
So fun.
Awesome.